What's up everybody, Wolfie back, but this time with a different game. I am bringing you Metroid Fusion since I finished Chrono Trigger. Might as well start something new. So, without further ado, we will start Metroid Fusion. This is for me, this is my introduction to the Metroid universe, as I grew up with a Super Nintendo, but I didn't own Super Metroid, and I didn't play Metroid on the NES before that, nor Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. So for me, this was my introduction to what is a really great series, which is Metroid series. And I think a lot of people don't personally like this one as much as all the others, but I mean, I guess this was my introduction, so I have a probably more personal level with it, as it's the first one I played, the first one I beat, and then actually, aside from like Zero Mission, this is the only one I've only beat. This one in Zero Mission. I've only made it halfway through Super Metroid, and I don't even know how far in the original Metroids. It's hard to tell you how I can't tell my progress at all. But and I played a little bit of the Prime series. Couldn't get into those, but I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Metroid fan per se, but I do like the games. I do play them, and I do try to enjoy them. They just don't always click with me, I guess. And how rude of me. How about I at least explain the storyline if you haven't been reading the text while somehow listening to me talk at the same time, which is quite impressive if you have been, or you already knew the storyline. But basically, Samus just went to go check on some typical stuff, some distress beacon or something like that with like weird inhabitants. She killed it, but parasite guy floated through the air. Samus absorbed it, but Samus didn't realize that's gonna make her into a drunk driver and crashes into an asteroid belt. From there, they heal her and they fix her up her suit. And where's the part? The most important part. I mean, you gotta find some way to, like, basically say, oh, you lost all your crap and now you have to go get them all back. Like any good game that has lots of equipment and items, you gotta start with them and then lose them all and then gotta go get them back. But yes, using the DNA of the last Metroid, they make a vaccine that manages to heal up Samus. This is basically what this is all saying, but in a more dramatic way than what I just said. I guess those parasites are called X-parasites, and they do play a big role in this game. Otherwise, they wouldn't really talk that much about them. Back to Metroid and me. I don't know. I've never been the biggest Metroid fan. I've never gotten too into the whole series, though I can understand why people like them. It's much like Chrono Trigger is my favorite video game of all time, and it may not be everyone's, but I think a lot of people understand why other people enjoy it so much. And I can respect how a lot of people love the Metroid series. Most notably, I would say Super Metroid's a general fan favorite. It's probably it's more of a personal thing, depending on what you think. But yeah, I tried to play Super Metroid. I got some decent progress, but just never got around to finally finishing the game, and nor bothering to get done 100%. Which, I mean, you can't be a true Metroid fan and not get 100%. And which I am not a true Metroid fan, I guess you could say, since I've never beaten the game at 100%. My first playthrough of Metroid Fusion, I think I got like a 50-something%. It wasn't very good. Sometimes I can get myself to go and try to find random items, go search everywhere for it, blow up stuff with bombs on every little pixel. But sometimes I just want to go through the game. I want to go to the next boss fight. I want to do the next cool thing, get the next awesome upgrade, and not really care too much about the missile expansions. But for this, hopefully, I'm going for 100%, but I'm not going to promise it, because it's pretty likely that I'll fuck up and accidentally miss an item and get like a 99%. That would probably be the worst thing, is to get a 99%. Especially if I like promise it's in the title, 100% run, and it gets to the end of the game and just says 99. Yeah, that would be very good. Probably be the worst. Of course, you could probably tell if you're missing an item or so, because you'll end up with a certain number with all the energy tanks, missiles, and all that jazz. But our first mission objective, now that we're on this whatever you want to call it, I think it's like a science vessel or something like that. We need to go investigate some biochemical. I'm trying to be all sciencey and stuff, but I'm not very good at it. So there's shit over here that we need to go kill and look at it. So I'll give you the abridged version, and if you really care enough, you can read the text if I'm not talking in the middle of it, which most likely I will be, and I apologize in advance for that. Be very careful, as you will fight the weakest enemy in the game. So be very careful. Hopefully I don't get hit by him. I'm still trying to get used to these controls, as I am currently playing this game on a keyboard, which I had in the past promised playthroughs of this on doing a 1% challenge run, but the thing about 1% challenge runs is you gotta be pretty good and you gotta be pretty comfortable with the game, and I'm not very comfortable with the controls right now, as I don't have a controller for this game. Or not for this game, I don't have a controller for my computer to play on. You can usually hook up all your Xbox controllers, but all of mine are wireless, and the wireless controllers don't work very easily. That's Microsoft for you. So you can't hook those controllers up unless you get a wired one, which I don't have. And basically, right now in the story, you just sucked up one of these weird parasite things, and apparently you absorb them, and not only do you absorb them, they also heal you up a little bit, and they give you better stuff. So in the past Metroid games, when this one came out, all of them before this would just basically, when you killed an enemy, like a purple orb or a little floaty missile thing would just sit there, and when you would you just suck it up, and it'd be kind of weird when like an enemy would die and you just have missiles floating. And I kind of like this system better. It looks a little more natural. Like when they die, they explode into like these little parasites that kind of float around. You have to go absorb them. It's very sci-fi instead of just like floating purple orb. I don't know, it's just a personal preference, I guess you could say. Some people like this game, some people don't like this game. I do like this game. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing it right now. And since I continue to just talk through this while you may or may not be reading the text, basically we need to go kill this guy over here, because he is giving us problems. Oh, oops, that was the right door. Those doors we can't get into right now. And I guess I'll go ahead and save, because I'll be, once again, like the Chrono Trigger LP, I will do the best of my ability to not utilize save states. I do believe in the Chrono Trigger LP, I never really, truly used them. I only used them to, like, break up my videos. And that was it. Ugh! Are you kidding me? That was really, really bad. There we go. Much better. So as you can see, if I can't beat that guy, I don't think I'm ready for the 1% run quite yet. I gotta get very attuned to this whole button setup. But I think hopefully by the time I beat this game and get everything, I'll feel a little more comfortable with playing this game.